what I, that's the hardest part, and it's that realization too that's going to kind of choke you up and keep you, from getting there. But the thing I noticed for a lot of these people was that it was, it's these strong emotional events in their life that push them to do it, to say, yeah, I can do it. And that's a trait in personality in people I've seen in other places. Very strong emotional impact, or like so either an event or a time in their life, and it drives them, it pushes people, and it makes them better people. So you can see this in your community. Find out, well, who's the best person you know, and talk to them about their life, or who's the most giving person in your environment, and say like, well, why are you this way, or like, what's your past? Really ask them about their past, and they'll probably tell you some horrible stories about what had happened to them, and you'd be like, wow, this was you, and like, yeah, and it's because these people just pull themselves out of these these mires of despair and doubt and and pain and horror, and it changed them. It made them better people as a result. A good family friend of mine, everybody loves her, and we knew her when she was in the worst part of her life, and we felt bad for her, and now we are just so impressed with her because she's such a loving, giving woman, and it's and we're proud to know her, and that's like for Thanksgiving even we're like let's go to her house, let's go, I kept bugging my family about it. It's like we should go there, all these people that always have so much fun, and but allergies. It's amazing what she's doing with her life, because she has a second chance. That's what these superheroes, some of their stories are like that. Like, look, I got a chance. I want to do this. And yeah. And it's like, and you prove it by, walking forward in that outfit and saying, I want to be a superhero. So, that's the thing to keep in mind too, is that don't be flippant about auditioning and thinking, oh, I'm just going to go on and, screw around and, act like a goof. No. You seriously, you have to really want to embody these things. And for some people, it's like, well, I have this character, and I would like, and I think it would be really cool and neat. And then for others, it's like, well, this is the purpose. This is the reason why I'm doing this. I feel this strongly about this. And so in a way, that's why I felt so strongly about, being average Joe. Saying, hey, anybody can be a hero. And I was even trying to think of like this whole thing. I was like, I wanted to point out people. I was like, see, I may not be as fast as you. I may not be as strong as you. Well, I probably am stronger than you. But I can, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be your hero. If you see somebody, ask yourself, if I was that victim, would I want somebody to help me? That's all. And, and that right there should be clear in your mind. Yes, I need to go help this person. So, that's the message, which is kind of hard getting a soundbite and hard to address to a crowd of people who are, half of them are paying attention, the other half are like, why is this guy not wearing a costume? Well, I'm taking my little photo shoot to begin with, or before I went on stage, some guy goes, hey, I like your costume. So all the staff were like looking at me. He's like, you need a costume? This is my costume. And I said, I know, I'm sorry, it's the worst costume idea ever, but there's a reason. And because that's the other thing, was it isn't about what you look like. It's what makes you up inside. It's what creates you. It's what drives you. It's Stan Lee said that over and over again. So it doesn't matter what power you have. What matters is who you are, what you do. So you hear these stories, and it impresses you that some of these people drove a long way, and other people it's like you really get a sense that yeah, these aren't twerpy, nerdy, gawky, geeky, whatever people. These are normal people, but also They're people who, they have drive, they have motivation, they have things in their lives that have, that make them go a certain way and do certain things. And good reasons, good things that they do. That's the thing you carry away from them. That's the whole point of the show, too, in my opinion, is that, it's not the hero and what they do. It's the hero and who they are. That's what's important. That's what I think that's also what Stan Lee was, had been hinting at in a lot of cases, or talking about in a lot of cases, is that look, you got to be, you have to think about who you are and what you're doing. It's like, yeah. I'm so sorry about the double chin, by the way. I don't know why. Okay, I'm grabbing at it. I'm not fat. I can, I can show you, but I don't know why I got the double chin. Anyways, and I'll work out. One of the things I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention was that throughout the whole day, all these little kids were coming up, getting their pictures taken with the heroes. That really, and the heroes, they loved it. And the kids liked it. And the parents, they got a kick out of it too. And it's like, you know what? Yeah. Because these people are heroes, and that's what, that's what the kids liked. They got a kick out of that. So I tried my best to get, like whenever I saw it, I was like, give me your camera. I'll take your picture. I'll do it for you. And so I want to help out some people. What else do I want to talk about? I guess before I forget, it's not just turning in the audition form. It's actually walking in there, in costume, standing in front of everybody, and saying your piece. Because by that point, you are proving it. You are, proclaiming to the world, that, hey, I'm a hero. I'm a superhero. I have it in me. And that's really what's going to, it's a self-motivation to do this. It's a self-affirmation that I am this person. I feel inside of me that I'm a hero. And by the way, I'm kind of coming up with this as I go along. This is my scatological way of documenting. But yeah, it's the first time I said that aloud, and kind of the first time I thought that yeah, what I did by walking out there and saying, I'm average Joe and I want to be a hero. Yeah, that's what it is. It's basically proving to anybody who's willing to listen that yes, I'm willing to be a hero. And that's what everybody proved there. Another neat guy I wanted to talk about. Didn't get to film him too much, didn't get to see too much of him, but autistic. He wanted to champion autistic, people. And wow, that was, I was surprised by that. I kind of thought that the guy may have been doing it because he was a fan and he wanted to just get on TV. And it was a shame I couldn't hear him. And it was a shame I wasn't able to talk to him, because I so wanted to talk to everybody. I just was so tired and didn't feel like it. But apparently that was his thing, that he went out there and he said, I'm here to champion, or say, hey, autistic people are people too, and we can't be held back, or we only hold ourselves back. Or I really don't know what the guy said. I wish I knew now. So I was worried that people would boo him. Nobody booed him, thankfully. People gave him the same respect, and let's see. Some other stuff I didn't capture. Well, one of the guys, Scott, I believe. I'm horrible with names, by the way. So if I get names wrong, that's why. I'm just horrible in remembering names at times. But basically, the guy that was carrying on a lot of the interviews, he, it's not Christian, but the other guy. But he was sharing and saying, like, yeah, it's so impressive. Some of the stories, some of these people that come in, it's absolutely amazing what they've gone through, what they talk about, and how they do it. Which, yeah, it's like I said, that's part of the whole